We are here again, this time in a different area and different time period. This is the Jurrasic. These aren't Allosaurus, but Saurophaganax Maximus, one of the bigger relatives of the Allosaurus. This older Maximus is taking care of his brother. The smaller, younger Maximus is actually quite tired, and falls off while his older brother gets up. The older Maximus starts looking for food, scanning the area, getting mad during the process. He then picks up a faint scent far away and goes towards it. Before they find out what this scent belongs to, they take a small seat and rest. We can now see the main weapon of Maximus, its claws. Like other allosaurids, its bite only rivaled that of a lion, so it used its head like a battle axe and tore into its prey with its claws. Although giant, these claws wouldn't do much, but would get the job done. Now rested, they track down the scent and figure out it is a pair of stegosaurs. This would be a great meal for the two if they could successfully catch it. After all, they wouldn't want to end up like this small allosaurid. This one got impaled and is now internally bleeding. They then slowly make their way to the stegos, getting a slight bit annoyed in the process. They then discover the small allosaurid has died. Unbeknownst to these maximi, this could be them if they aren't wary. Although the allosaurid is dead, they try to wake it up. Of course, since they don't know it's dead. They keep trying, unsuccessfully, until they give up and move on to their main objective, hunting and killing the stegosaurs for lunch. These two stegosaurs are beautifully decorated with giant plates running down their back, and beautiful patterns on their scales. This green stegosaur is nesting right now, and is the mother of that purple one. Although peaceful looking, stegosaurs have a deadly weapon on their tail, one of a kind in fact. 4 3-foot spikes that can impale anything. They then notice that they are being hunted from a distance. Although not being the smartest dinosaurs in the Jurassic period, they were quite smart and came up with a small strategy, which we will witness in a minute here. They then prepare themselves and get ready to fight. Dinner might be served in a second. The leading Maximus then headbutts the littler one, using its axe-like head to great effect. The smaller Maximus ironically takes on the mother Stegosaurus. This may not end the greatest for the smaller Maximus. It then gets hammered by the strong tail of the stego, knocking the wind out of the poor Saurophaganax, and nearly knocking it out. The leading Maximus then gets knocked over, and sliced by the stego. Due to the sheer force of the stego's ram, and especially all the blood loss, it then faints and dies. The stego then kicks the Saurophaganax one more time, ending the encounter with losses on both sides. Due to its low intelligence, it then forgets and keeps incubating the eggs. The scavenger then smells the corpse, Ceratosaurus. This one in particular is young and needs to scavenge. Ceratosaurus had the intelligence to hunt and strategize if it had a pack. This one though doesn't and lives alone. It's about to eat from the stegosaur's body, but then notices something in the distance. A much more easy meal. One he doesn't have to rip open a gash to eat into. It then sees the Maximus, with a hole in its side. Half the work is done already, it just needs to open the ribs. Over and over, it tries unsuccessfully to open the innards. And he thought it would be much more easy, since he didn't have to carve a hole into it. But, of course, there's a little bit of effort in every meal, right? Anyway, he eventually finds a strategy. He tries to pry it open over and over with his giant nose horn. He gets it open and is relieved. He now has easy access to food, especially its organs. These can have a lot of protein packed in them. He then digs into the dead Saurophaganax Maximus's corpse. He's extremely thankful, due to him starving before this. He then takes time, enjoying the meal while he can. Once he's done eating, he's struck with an amazing idea. He then closes down the ribcage, concealing all the stuff inside. Although other ceratosaurs could pry open the ribs again, he is the only one in these parts. He then walks off to find water. The stegosaur isn't worried about the ceratosaur, although he is worried about one other thing. More Maximus problems in the future.